Hi, it's Teresa from musicreadingsavant.com, and today I want to show you some relationships with music note values. So when we talk about note values, we're talking about the length of the note, how long or how short we hold that note, or counts is another way of thinking about it. So at the very top here we have a whole note and it's worth 4 counts. If we take that whole note and divide it down, we have a half note here and a half note over here. The half note can then be divided down into 2 quarter notes. 1 quarter note can be divided down into 2 eighth notes, and 1 eighth note is divided into 2 sixteenths. So for 2 eighth notes we need a total of 4 sixteenths. So when you're going down through these music note values, you see a little bit of division happening, and that's what this chart is trying to show you, is how they're related to each other and how they can be divided into equal parts. Down here you're seeing just the basics of how much each of these note values are worth. So a whole note is worth 4 beats, a half note is worth 2 beats, a quarter note is 1 beat, an eighth note is only a half of a beat, and a 16th note is worth a quarter of a beat. Over on the right hand side I also included the dot rule. And the dot rule says this: you add half the value of the note to the note. That's important because if you happen to run into a note, let's say a half note, and it has a dot next to it, you need to understand what that dot means in order to know how many beats or counts it is worth. So if I do have a dot next to the half note, the rule says that we add half the value of the note to the note. So the first step is I need to understand how much is half of a half note. When I divide it down, 1/2 of a half note is a quarter note. So the dot represents a quarter note. Now I'm going to add that quarter note or the dot back to the half note. A half note is worth 2 counts, a quarter note is worth 1 count, so now I have a total of 3 counts. That tells me that a dotted half note is worth 3 counts. And you can use that rule to problem solve any kind of rhythm that you run into. I hope this helps you understand note values a little bit deeper and what their relationship is. Thanks so much, and I hope to see you again. Bye.